जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
जय राधा माधव
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन जगव्रजनंदन
यमुना तेरा बनचारी।
यमुना तीरा बनचारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
जय
राधा
माधव
माधव कुंज
जय
बिहारी।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय
गोपी जन
वल्लभ
वल्लभ
जय
गिरिवरधारी।
सदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन।
यमुना तेरा बनचारी।
यमुना तीरा बनचारी।
माधव कुंज बिहारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
जय प्रभुपादा श्रील प्रभुपादा।
जय प्रभुपादा प्रभुपादा श्रील प्रभुपादा।
जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की। श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह देव श्रीला गिरिराज कृष्ण श्री श्री राधा रमन जी की
जय।
गौर प्रमानंदे हरि हरि। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम
ओम
नमो
नमो
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नारायणं
नारायणं
नमस्कृत्य
नमस्कृत्य
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
नरं
नरं
चैव
चैव
नरोत्तमं
नरोत्तमं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं
देवीं
व्यासं
सरस्वतीं व्यासं
तो जयामुदीरये
ततो जयामुदीरये
नष्टप्रायेषु
जयामुदीरये
अभद्रेषु
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
नित्यं भागवता सेवया
नित्यं
नित्यं
भागवत
भागवता
सेवया
सेवया
पति
हाँ
उत्तम
राइट
श्लोके
में
भवति
भक्तिरुत्तम श्लोके
उत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिके
भक्ति भवति
भक्तिर्भवति
नैष्टकी।
नैष्टिकी।
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Prayer Cycle 20, Text
इनका
28.
इधर गाने और का करना है
Manne tvam kalam isanam
अन्वेत्तं कालमीशान
anadi nidhanam vibhum
अनादिनिधनं विभुम्
amam charantam sarvatra
कौन सा देखो ये
bhutanam
इसमें
yanmitha
गाने अगर लास्ट करें
kalihi
और इतना दूर जाना है
भूतानां यन्मिथः कलिः
60 किलोमीटर जाए तो गाना लास्ट आएगा उसके बाद लेफ्ट मुड़ के फिर से 7 किलोमीटर कौन सा तो टोटल 32 किलोमीटर
manne tvam kalam isanam
मन्ये
मने
त्वां
त्वां कलाम
कालमीशानम्
ईशानाम्
anadi nidhanam vibhum
अनादिनिधनं विभुम्
अनादिनिधनं विभुम्
samam charantam sarvatra
समं चरणं तं
समं चरन्तं
सर्वत्र
सर्वत्र
भूतानां यन्मिथा कलिहि
भूतानां यन्मिथः
मिता
कलिः
कलिः।
प्लीज रिपीट
मन्ये त्वं कलम् ईशानम्
मन्ये त्वां कालम् ईशानम्
अनादिनिधानं विभुः
अनादिनिधनं विभुम्
समं चरन्तं सर्वत्र
समं चरन्तं सर्वत्र
भूतानां यन्मिता कलिः
भूतानां यन्मिथा कलिः
मन्ये त्वां कालमीशानम्
मन्ये त्वां कालम् ईशानम्
अनादिनिधनं विभुम्
अनादिनिधनं विभु
समं चरन्तं सर्वदा
समं चरन्तं सर्वत्र
भूतानां यन्मिथः कलिः।
भूतानां यन्मिथा कलिः
थैंक यू।
मन्ये त्वं कालमीशानम्
मन्ये त्वां कालमीशानम्
अनादिनिधनं विभुम्
अनादिनिधनं विभुम्
समं चरन्तं सर्वत्र
समं चरन्तं सर्वत्र
भूतानां यन्मिथः कलिः
भूतानां यन्मिथा कलिः मन्ये I consider
I
I
consider
your lordship kalam
kalam
eternal time
eternal time
Shanam
Ishanam
the supreme lord
the supreme lord
Anadi Nidhanam
Anadim Nidhanam
without beginning and end
without beginning and end
Vibhum
Vibhum
all pervading
all pervading
Samam
Samam
equally merciful
equally merciful
Charantam
Charantam distributing
Sarvatra
Sarvatra
everywhere
everywhere
Bhutanam
Bhutana
of the living being
of the living beings
Yatmitha
Yatmitha
by intercourse
by intercourse
Kalihe
Kalihi
dissension
dissension.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada ki. My Lord, can you say what is happening? My Lord,
My Lord,
I consider your Lordship to be eternal time, the supreme controller without beginning and end, the
I
all-pervasive one. In distributing your mercy, you are equal to everyone. The dissension between living beings are due to social intercourse. Kunti Devi knew that Krishna was neither her nephew nor an ordinary family member of her paternal house. She knew perfectly well that Krishna is the primeval Lord who lives in everyone's heart as a super soul, Paramatma. Another name of the Paramatma feature of the Lord is Kala, or eternal time. Eternal time is the witness of all our actions, good and bad. Thus, resultant reactions are destined by Him. It is no use saying that we do not know why and for what we are suffering. We may forget the misdeed for which we may suffer at this present moment. But we must remember that Paramatma is our constant companion, and therefore He knows everything, past, present, and future. And because the Paramatma feature of Lord Sri Krishna destines all actions and reactions, He is the supreme controller also. Without His sanction, not a blade of grass can move. The living beings are given as much freedom as they deserve, and misuse of that freedom is the cause of suffering. The devotees of the Lord do not misuse their freedom. Therefore, they are the good sons of the Lord. Others who misuse the freedom are put into miseries destined by eternal Kala. The Kala offers the conditioned soul both happiness and distress. It is all predestined by eternal time. As we have miseries uncalled for, so we may have happiness also without being asked for they are all predestined by Kala. No one is therefore either an enemy or friend of the Lord. Everyone is suffering and enjoying the result of his own destiny. This destiny is made by the living beings in course of social intercourse. Everyone here wants to lord it over the material nature. Thus, everyone creates his own destiny under the supervision of Supreme Lord. He is all pervading, and therefore he can see everyone's activities. And because the Lord has no beginning or end, He is known also as the eternal time or Kala. In the kitchen, who are all there? Why they are talking so much? Please repeat. My Lord, I consider your Lordship
I consider your Lordship
to be eternal time,
eternal
the
time,
supreme controller,
the supreme controller,
without beginning and end,
without beginning and end,
the all-pervasive one.
the all-pervasive one.
In distributing your mercy,
In distributing your mercy,
you are equal to everyone.
you are equal to everyone.
The tension between living beings
Between living beings
are due to social intercourse.
are due to social intercourse.
Dear devotees, this is, I have talked about this point a lot of time. Many of you might have forgotten, so I am going to again repeat the same thing. That when we violate state laws, we are penalized. You violate the traffic laws, there will be challan against you. You violate the tax you'll be put into the jail. You violate the penal code given in the Indian Constitution, then you are also liable to be punished. Like that, there are many state laws you are supposed to follow. When you violate, you are punished. Similarly, we are all violating laws of God by trying to control the material energy. The moment we try to control the material energy means we are violating the laws of God. That is why it is said men should perform austerity such that they always remain in mode of goodness and women remain chaste. By this, you can create a very healthy society. Healthy society means mode of goodness. When you are in mode of goodness, you do not laud, or you do not, because you are conscious of your position, and hence you will not try to lord over the material nature. The moment you try to lord over the material nature means you will violate the laws of God. The moment you violate laws of God, time has already awarded you the reward or punishment based on your actions. So that is why the happiness that comes on its own accord, so also distress. You may think, oh, I didn't do anything. Why I have to suffer now? Why I have to lose my son? Why I have to become widow? Why I have to become bankrupt? No, time. This reward and punishment is already destined for you based on your misuse of free will over previous many births. The only way one can cross over this influence of eternal time is to surrender to Krishna. There is no other way. Because when you surrender to Krishna, you'll be able, at least you'll be able to accept reverses of life without much of dissension. And you will accept Krishna's will and focus your consciousness in Krishna consciousness much better. So time is forcing us. It is giving us birth in a specific family, and then sometime it creates our worst enemy, or it brings our worst enemy as our so-called friend, so-called children, so-called wife or husband, and then again we are vanquished. Just like Queen Kunti is directly realizing all these so-called enemies, they all got together and became part of one family, and they have to fight until the entire family is completely annihilated. Okay, and this is what happened in Mahabharata. So this so-called of I, mine, my family, my husband, my wife, these are all your simple imagination. This is absolute ignorance. What is knowledge is that we are being thrown into various situations by the time energy or time potency of Krishna. And this time potency can make our life as miserable as it is. Nobody can predict. But for a devotee, these are not problems. Why? Because he always remains at the lotus feet of Krishna. In fact, devotee relishes such miserable time because he says, okay, Krishna, let us see whether you will win or I will win. Because in a fight between Krishna and devotee, the winner is always devotee. Because devotee doesn't fight with the ability. Devotee fights with Krishna with full surrender. In that surrender, a devotee demonstrates that he wants to be Krishna's instrument, life after life after life. He doesn't want to create another world, the world that is not in the scheme of Krishna's plan. So Krishna finally accepts the devotee, finally accepts the defeat in front of the devotee and glorifies the devotee. And that's exactly happened also Kunti and his 5 brothers. They were put into difficulties. Of course, they are eternal associate of Krishna. So they have not accrued the reactions from their previous lives. Okay. But then they were suffering. So while suffering, Kunti Devi is not saying, I'm an eternal associate of yours and still you punished us. No. Whether you are a devotee or non-devotee, you accept every situation as Krishna's scheme of things. Once you accept that, you enjoy the whole process. You enjoy the whole process. Because ultimately, we are all Krishna's servant and we cannot be destroyed. Our ability to perform devotional service cannot be snatched away. If you are in the jail, you can chant Hare Krishna. If you are drowning in the water, still you can chant Hare Krishna. You are burning in the fire, still you can chant Hare Krishna. Wherever, whatever situation you are in, you can withdraw yourself and still meditate on Krishna's Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila, and Dhamma. So there is no issue. For a devotee, everything that exists is only Krishna. And everything that makes things to move is his supreme will. So Krishna's supreme will in the form of eternal time manifests the pure versions of Krishna consciousness, and eternal time, which is also Krishna's free will, vanquishes your plan, my plan, all of our plan. Srila Prabhupada is saying, you have your plan, I have my plan, but Krishna has his own plan. So better try to understand what is Krishna's plan and surrender to that plan than thinking my plan is Krishna's plan. That is even greater danger. One is to recognize this is my plan, right? And this plan may happen, may not happen. But the moment you think my plan is Krishna's plan, that is the last snare of Maya. My plan is Krishna's plan. No. Krishna's plan is Krishna's plan. No devotee, like Prabhupada once he was telling, in one lecture. Who knew that at the age of 70 I will come to the shore of America? Who knew that you American boys and girls would come forward and assist me in spreading this Krishna consciousness movement? Who knew that Krishna consciousness movement will spread in all parts of the world? And then Prabhupada is saying, these are all in the scheme of Krishna's plan, and they are manifesting according to his own will. So, nothing, a devotee always accepts his own humble situation. Although he makes plan, it is not that a devotee doesn't make plan. Devotee makes plan. But while he makes plan, he also surrenders to Krishna. He recognizes this plan, unless this is according to scheme of Krishna's scheme, it will not fructify. But whatever plan we make, whatever, yesterday one devotee told me, I am giving lecture in so many places, and I am so engaged, I am doing this, I am doing that. I appreciated all that. But ultimately, she said that now I am regular in morning, I am attending Mangalarti regularly, I am finishing my rounds in the morning. Then I said, this is first class. Why? Because our doing everything else has no meaning unless our ultimate sadachara. Ultimate sadachara is getting up Mangalarati and chanting our 16 rounds in the most appropriate time of the day. This is the most important sadachara. Sadachara means the best sat achara. Sat means eternal. Achara means conduct. Sadachara means eternal conduct of a jiva. So eternal conduct, or the best conduct, or the proper Vaishnava etiquette for anyone is to wake up early morning and chant your rounds, memorize verses, do abhisekam, offer bhoga to Krishna. So these are some of the things that is essential to the foundation of our spiritual life. So, so a devotee may think, oh, this is plan and I have to somehow fructify this plan, but the devotee has completely neglected his own sadhana. Then time is surely going to act, my dear friend. Today or tomorrow, all your plan will go to dust. Will go to dust. To become freed from three modes of material nature, to attain mode of goodness, and then practice Krishna consciousness, mostly in mode of goodness, makes our journey of spiritual life wholesome, pleasurable, enjoyable, and releasable. You can release your Krishna consciousness provided you are in mode of goodness, you are self-aware, you are always in your present moment. Whatever you are doing in Krishna's service, that moment is the most important. If you are chanting, focus in chanting. If you are doing Abhisekam, focus in Abhisekam. If you are reading Bhagavatam, focus on reading. If you are hearing Bhagavatam, focus on hearing. If you are doing Sankirtan, focus on Sankirtan. If you are doing Nagar Sankirtan, focus on Nagar Sankirtan. Always remain in present. Be self-aware. of your action in Krishna consciousness. You are chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You see, all the sound vibration, you are aware of it. You are hearing the sound vibration. And if you are hearing properly, that means you are in present. And if you are not, you are chanting, but you are not able to hear. That means you are not in present. You are in either past or future. And that is simple violence. The greatest violence that we perform is not being present in our own action. You are active, but you are not aware that you are active. So this is very, very important for us to recognize that that how Krishna in the form of Kala can within no time finish all our so-called plan. So Queen Kunti is praying, Manne Tvam Kalam Isanam. I consider you the eternal time, the absolute truth. Anadi Nidhanam Vibhum. Anadi. You have no end, no beginning. Anadi Nidhanam. Nidhanam means end. Anadi. No Adi. So you have no beginning and no end. Vibhum. You are all pervading. You are the greatest. Anybody who is all pervasive must be greatest. All pervasive means he is cognizant of all space, all time, and Vibhum. That's why he is Vibhum. Samam charantam sarvatra. Samam. Your mercy is equally distributed over everyone. From plant to aquatics to birds to animals to humans. Everybody is equal recipient of Krishna's mercy. And Bhutanam Yanamita Kali. All this fighting that happened in our time, because Kunti has seen how Kamsa created Raukas, and after Kamsa was killed by Krishna, then she saw how the Kurus and Kauravas and Pandavas, they fought. They fought. And that is because of social intercourse. Two people, when they interact, the modes should interact. That one must know. I'm always attacked that why you don't participate in this or that or that or that. I said, I am participating in chanting Hare Krishna. Why don't you join me? I'm speaking Bhagavatam. Why don't you join me? we are conducting varieties of retreat program. Why don't you join me? Why people demand another way of interaction? Because other way of interaction would surely invite fight. In Krishna consciousness, we realize that any other form of interaction would create fight. So best way to become freed from Kali is to engage in Krishna's service and cooperate with each other to complete Krishna's seva. Just like early morning here, some are chanting, some are cutting vegetables, some are making arrangement for abhishekam, some are doing engage in making offering, and this goes on. One person cannot do everything. So this is also interaction. But in this interaction, we don't allow our moods to come out and take over. Because in this interaction, we are not trying to lord over material nature. We are just trying to serve Krishna. So, and this is the only way. A lady, she was a very popular speaker, South Indian speaker. She was invited in BITS Pilani way back in 1996. And she was telling that people given a chance would fight. But she was telling, when they are all together, you do bhajan, you do kirtan. So the same hand that was fighting will now clap. So no fight. So she was telling, she was giving many, many examples how for small, silly thing you start fighting. And she was telling the best way not to fight is to sing. And if we sing glories of Krishna, the hand that was used for fighting will now clap. Will clap. Right? So this is very, very important for us to recognize that how Kali is determined to destroy us only by following strongly the Krishna conscious principles. We can be saved from the onslaught of Kali. Thank you very much. If you have any question, please ask.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, actually, I just want to ask you that, I was making one presentation on King Puranjan. So there are some verses from 46 onwards in which the sense gratification through various gates has been described, like eyes, ears, nose, and a person, it has been described as Nalini, Nalini, and these are the verses. So that I don't understand. So if you have time later on sometime, so can I take your guidance so that I can write the points over there?
Sure. Puranjana story is our favorite story because Puranjana is our journey.
Yes, Prabhuji, I have made slides and I have inserted so many pictures of this chapter 25 characteristics of King Puranjan. So I want to share those pictures also with you on the WhatsApp so that you can just have a look.
Sure.
I'll take your number from Nanda Mataji. I will go to the center today So I take your number and then I'll call you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Then, Prabhuji.
And on 16th of
Yes.
February, we will have Basant Panchami celebration
Ji.
in Dehradun.
Wow, Prabhuji.
So Vaishnav Maharaj, Mahaman Prabhu, everybody is coming. So
Ji,
I
ji.
appeal to all Dehradun congregation to get ready to celebrate this function very nicely on 16th of February.
Yes,
I will
Prabhuji,
also
sure.
there.
Yes, yes. It's a mercy on us. Thank you, Prabhuji. I'll see you also on that day when you'll come.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Akshay, what is the difference between Karma Mimamsa philosophy and Bhakti Yoga philosophy regarding causes and consequence of our action? Karma Mimamsa means you create your own destiny. So these are all atheistic philosophy. You work hard, you get the result. Right? And Bhakti Yoga philosophy, just now I explained. The moment you try to lord over the material nature, you violate the laws of God, and time is the witness. And time immediately awards you punishment and happiness. Either awards you, either gives you reward or gives you punishment. And that is our destiny. Where Karma Mimamsa, your action is causing the, you create your own destiny. Bogus philosophy. Karma Mimamsa philosophy is bogus philosophy. Okay. Either you violate laws of God, you follow the laws of God. You follow the laws of God, you are rewarded. You violate the laws of God, you are punished. Who punishes, who rewards? It is time, eternal time. Where Karma Mimamsa, oh, I create my own destiny. You work hard. Bogus philosophy. Next. We are here because we misused our free will or made a wrong choice. So the question is, when did we misuse our free will? Did we do it when we were in the spiritual world? Once one chose to surrender was free will to internal potential of Lord, is it possible for him to again choose the? Why this fellow is asking the same stupid question? And what is this? The marginal potency. We are marginal potency. Being marginal potency, Jiva can be attracted to Maya or can be attracted to Krishna. That is our nature, my dear friend. We can be attracted to Maya. Maya can attract us, Krishna can attract us. So that is the fall down. That is our nature. We are of that substance which can get attracted to Maya or attracted to Krishna. That is why we are tatastha. It is by Krishna is saying that if you develop pure devotion for him, then he takes guarantee that he would not put you back to this material world or materialistic life. That is his assurance from his side. Next.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Ah, Sridevi Mataji.
Mahaprabhuji, one question was, we now from the slokas what we had learned that Krishna is himself is the Kala, and so but why did it take so much time for me to come into this, into this moment? ISKCON was there, Hare Krishna movement was there, everything was there. But why was it also decided that I should come so late after creating maybe so many misdeeds in my life?
You see, if you start lamenting for your past and present and future, you are wrongly situated.
Mhm.
The moment you realize Krishna consciousness is your natural state,
Mhm.
just accept it and don't leave it.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I got my answer.
So there is no point of lamenting for past or future.
Mm.
We got it. We got it.
Okay.
Feel liberated. Enjoy the process
Good. Good.
and remain committed to the whole process.
Mm. Yes.
And what is necessary, just continue doing it.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Yeah. When do Chiranjit Roy, when we do good sadhana, what should be our attitude towards that? So appreciate it or think that since I'm thinking that I have done good sadhana, that means it's not that good. Thinking that I have done good sadhana, that means it's not that good. What is your question, Chiranjit? I don't understand. Doing proper sadhana is your natural state. That's a natural state. You should feel satisfied. Your natural sadhana should be the source of your natural satisfaction. Good sadhana should become the source of natural satisfaction. That's all. Next. Krishna is manifested as 5 different expansion. Can you elaborate it? Also, Narada Muni is a jiva. He was also among Panchatattva. How to understand this? Panchatattva explains how absolute truth encompasses everything. Normally, I have told so many times, when we talk about God, we feel somebody outside. Means I have the freedom to do whatever I want. That is nonsense. Absolute truth means I am part of absolute truth. Anybody who is able to accept absolute truth, he can never violate laws of God. It is because we think God is He and I am I, and create a distinction, and that causes my bondage. Anybody who accepts absolute truth as it is, then one is completely freed from illusion. So Panchatattva means Krishna is the summum bonum of the absolute truth as a person, and he is the same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu his expansion, Balaram or Nityananda Prabhu, they manifest his opulence in his service. Then the Advaita Acharya is the incarnation. He represents the incarnation for the conditioned jivas, that he comes from time to time and takes us back to the spiritual world. His internal potency, Radharani or Gadadhar Pandit, under whose shelter we render service to Krishna. And the fifth is represented by his pure devotee, headed by Narada. And Narada goes and tells everyone, please serve Krishna. Similarly, you, me, all of us, we represent Narada. So as a part of absolute truth, what is our job? Our job is to go out and speak Krishna consciousness to others. So this five together is the absolute truth. Krishna as the enjoyer, Balaram, who is immediate expansion of Krishna, but is always ready to serve Krishna, and hence he is the Adi Guru. Advaita Acharya is spreading the mercy of Balaram or Nityananda Prabhu by incarnating in every planet, every universe, from time to time. Krishna's internal potency is very eager to accept us as her servant in service to Krishna. And Srivas, our job is to go and preach the message of Krishna. Next. Ananta Srivastav. When difficult situation comes, we are not able to fix in Krishna consciousness. What is the practical solution? Always chant Hare Krishna, remain in the association of devotees, always maintain a very strong relationship with your teacher. By that way, you'll be able to cross over this very difficult world. Relationship with the devotees, sweet relationship with the devotees, and strong relationship with teacher will help you in such situation. Next. Abhishek Jaiswal, it is said that we are equal in quality but not in quantity to Lord Krishna. What is the meaning of being equal in quality? Equal in quality means we have same divine nature as that of Krishna, being part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is Sachidananda Vigraha, we are also Sachidananda Vigraha. That's all. But our divine potency also is very limited. So it can be covered by even little smoke. So there is bright fire that cannot be covered by smoke. But there is dim fire that can be covered by smoke. Similarly, we are very faint spiritual spark, which can be easily covered by material fog. Next. Tarun Reddy, what is the difference between object of knowledge and knowable? in 13th chapter, while discussing with devotees, I had this doubt. Object of knowledge is Krishna. But what is knowable? Krishna as infinity is not knowable. Krishna ontological is not knowable. So knowable is that which is the relationship. My relationship with Krishna, my relationship with Krishna's energy, Krishna's relationship with his energy. So to some extent we can understand. But we can completely understand my relationship with Krishna. I can understand to some extent material energy the way they are related to Krishna. Very little. I can appreciate others' relationship with Krishna, but very minutely. But I can perfectly understand my relationship with Krishna. This is knowable. So, knowable means what you can understand. What is yours? What is when we say you are Sachidananda, that means you are full of knowledge. What is that knowledge? That knowledge is not all pervading knowledge that Krishna has. Next. So I will take last question because it's already 8:33. Chandan Sharma, if everything is destined by time potency, then how can we know that what is destiny? Because our destiny is always changing with time. No, you misuse your free will. Your destiny is in the hand of time. You surrender to Krishna, your destiny is in your own devotional service. Now, karma mimamsa becomes right, correct, when you perform devotional service. Then karma mimamsa is right. You create your own destiny. When you perform your devotional service, you are creating your destiny. When you are violating the laws of God, time is your destiny, not you. And time will punish the way he wants. You cannot say, oh, I want this much punishment. I had a friend, Khatri. We were practicing yogasana and everything together. We are the two people. First we will go and the SAC, Student Activity Center, in the top floor, and the rooftop. We'll put all the daris and everything got ready so that others will come. And we will create a chair there for our teacher. And when I became a devotee, I wanted him also to become a devotee, but this fellow didn't come. And every day I will tell him, you come. You say, oh, kal aayenge. Finally, I ran out of my patience. I said, you are destined to become a hog. तू सुअर बन जाएगा. तो रोया, बोला अरे तू सुअर क्यों बनाया, कम से कम पिकअप तो बना देता. So it is not time. You cannot say time, oh, make me a peacock, make me this or that. It is up to time what it will make you, whether it will give you the body of a suar, hog, or a peacock. That is its own free will, right? Yes. So when you violate laws of God, you are not destiny maker. Time is your destiny maker. Hare Krishna.